Good afternoon, everyone. We'll call this meeting to order at 4 p.m. Adoption of the agenda.
The West Elgin Council hereby adopts the regular council agenda for January 9th, 2025 as presented.
Could I have a mover, please? Councillor Statham. Seconded. Councillor Denning. All in favour? It's carried. Disclosure of any pecuniary interest? No disclosures. Adoption of the minutes.
The West Elgin Council hereby adopts the minutes of December 19th, 2024, Session 1 and Session 2 as presented.
Could I have a mover, please? Deputy Mayor Tellier. Seconded. Councillor Statham. All in favour? It's carried. Thank you. Business arising from the minutes. Seeing none. We go to 6.1, staff reports, building. Monthly building reports, December 2024. Any questions, anyone? Seeing none.
The recommendation is that West Elgin Council hereby receives the report from Corey Pemberton, CBO, regarding Building Department Summary Report for the month of December 2024.
Move, please. Deputy Mayor Tellier. Seconded. Councillor Doherty. All in favour? It's carried. Thank you. We go to 6.2. Fire. Monthly fire report, December 2024. Welcome, Jeff.
Yeah, good afternoon, Your Worship and Council. I'll just highlight a couple of things in the monthly report. There's a little bit of a quieter month with training and I guess Christmas holidays. We did, I think I may have mentioned it at the December meeting, but we did receive approval for the fire protection grant. So the bylaw, I believe, is in tonight's council package. So that'll be great to get a couple projects done around the halls based on cancer prevention. And the other note I was going to highlight is our 7 new recruits had their orientation last night.
Oh.
And actually there's an 8th member, an existing member with a few years under their belt already in the fire department, but requires us the upcoming certification and kind of fell between that certification and the recent training courses. So they're also attending. So anyways, we have 8 members attending, and yeah, like I said, the orientation was last night for the Elgin Middlesex recruit class. Happy to answer any other questions.
Yeah, questions, anyone? It's nice to see we've got some recruits. Keep the numbers up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done. Thank you. Yes, please.
The recommendation is that West Elgin Council hereby receives the monthly fire report for December 2024 from Jeff MacArthur, Fire Chief, for information purposes.
Mover, please. Councillor Denning, seconded. Deputy Mayor Tellier, all in favour? It's carried. Thank you. We go to 8, which is notice of motion. None received. So we move on to 9, council inquiries and announcements. Anyone? Councillor Statham.
Thank you. Through the chair. So I've had a number of residents in the municipality reach out to me over the last couple weeks regarding the trailer park. And I wanted to, we can have a discussion about it, or I'd like to make a suggestion. I've had people from both sides, indicating that they want to see the trailer park sold, they don't want to see it sold, but the resounding communication that I keep getting is that they want to see some sort of pull of the municipality, of the residents of the municipality. And I've mentioned this to yourself, Mr. Worship, and some of the other councillors. I feel as though that might be something that would assist us in building goodwill among the residents of West Elgin. And also it would show that we are really truly taking to heart what the entire municipality wants. So I'm not sure exactly how to go about doing that. I had a couple thoughts, something that goes out in the water bills, perhaps. I would suggest that we try to stay away from an online survey, just because I don't know if we would get the same kind of response. And I feel like a lot of the residents in the municipality may not necessarily go on the website that often. So it might not be a true representation of what ratepayers are looking for. But I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, I've heard from both sides, people saying that they want to see it sold and other people saying that they don't. And I think it would do us well to survey the municipality in general. So I put it back to the rest of council and see what anybody else's thoughts are on that point.
Just the main thing, as I can see with the water bills, is the fact that the town's probably nearly all on water. But when you go out in the country,
They're not.
there's a huge majority that's not.
Mhm.
So they're not going to be able to vote.
Mhm.
So.
Or perhaps tax bills, maybe.
Is there a way we can reach to have every house, to be fair? Because that's the only way we can do it.
Through the chair, so our water bills go out bi-monthly. We can only reach portion of our municipality, 1,700 customers. Our interim tax bill is going out first week of March. Perhaps we can provide that communication to the residents by then.
If we could do it that way, if that's a possibility.
And
Certainly.
if I can just add a follow-up to that, I think it's also important that the municipality understands the issue. And Magda, I remember your report was fantastic. But the only people that really, heard that were the people that were either watching online, or, following in the, in council chambers here. So even maybe if we can include that report and provide some information along with a request for residents to reach out. Maybe we can sort something out where, we have I don't know whether it's a self-stamped envelope or something like that, where people could return an opinion on it. I think it would be helpful. I do. I really think it would be a good.
I think it's important, but it's important to let everyone have it.
I agree.
An opportunity to be able to reply.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point about the water bill. I hadn't thought of that.
Yes, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you. And through the chair, I appreciate those efforts and everything that we would do with that. That would be great if we could have it out with the tax or water bill. What I'm worried about is when we do a survey, a lot of times people just click and go, yes, I want to do X, like the town hall would be a great example. Yes, I want to save the town hall. Yes, I want to do this. Yes, I want to do that. But we need like the whole picture, how much it's costing the municipality. Like, I don't know how we do that in a blurb or bits and pieces. So just something to think about it. Because yes, people say, yes, you want to keep our trailer park, or yes, we want it to operate this way, but we kind of need the picture there, not just, yes, we want to keep it, or no, we don't. Just something to think about.
Yeah. Any other ideas? Suggestions? Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, through the chair. And thank you, Councillor Statham, for bringing that up. Are the residents of Port Glasgow Trailer Park considered taxpayers?
Through the chair, they're not taxpayers. They don't pay municipal taxes. Basically, they are tenants, and they just rent a piece of land from the municipality. However, some of them consider themselves as West Elgin residents, as Trailer Park is their permanent address.
So they're entitled to vote.
So they would be included in this. And that's kind of what I was getting at, would be that I think it would be fair to make sure that they be included in this process as well if we were to do that. And with regards to Deputy Mayor Tellier's point, I think that it'd be very important to provide as much objectivity to this survey as possible, so that taxpayers and residents truly understand the pros and cons of both sides of this discussion and this future decision that will be made. so that they have all of the facts before pushing yes or no on a survey. And if we can have the opportunity to have staff put together something like that for us to review before going out, I think that would be something worthwhile doing for our community.
Yes, councillor Doherty.
Through the speaker, there's also a continued conversation and a request for a town hall, and I know we had mentioned it before. And that, so that people could ask questions. I don't know if that kind of like we were talking about, it's only gonna really provide that information to the people who are engaged and or are there, but it would provide an opportunity to have some real-time answers that could maybe shape the questions that people have to include in that information.
Yes, councillor Denning.
Thank you, through the chair, and that's a great point. So I guess the question, and I agree that that is something that the community has been asking for. So chicken before the egg. Do we do the town hall as and present it as an information providing opportunity before then an opportunity to vote on or to provide a comment on this referendum? Would that make the most sense to do that first and then have a poll?
Yes.
I think so, because the information that I think would be important to provide might not be the actual questions that we receive. We might get some questions we didn't even think about where the conversations are happening in the community. And so we might have different points of clarity that we can include because we didn't know that those were the questions they were looking for.
But is this something we pursue then in the fairly near future? Bearing in mind, a lot of the trailer park people won't be there to speak because they're abroad or wherever they are. You know, so that is a problem. Yes, councillor.
We could offer, I mean, the residents of the trailer park are quite a connected group, so we could offer some proxy, like people, we will ask the committee and we will ask Adam and other residents that are connected in that community, like Karen, she speaks to everybody and knows everyone. So she would be able to they'd be able to share it within their network and get those questions that their people who can't be there can ask, or they could submit it via email. There's different options.
They could do that. So is this something we bring back then and talk about? Yes. Okay.
Should the chair maybe at least come back with some dates, when the rec center or wherever want to hold it would be open and ideas and see where we're at then?
Yes.
So just to clarify, is council looking to do a town hall prior to submitting the survey? Is that is the consensus, as a town hall first? Okay, I will certainly take a look and see what we can pull together, and I'll bring back some information to the next council meeting so we can decide the steps moving forward for that.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Statham.
I'm sorry, through the chair. One more follow-up. I wondered, just based on what Councillor Deputy Mayor Tellier was saying and Councillor Denning, you know, having the information, and I know I mentioned the report. I wonder if it would be possible for staff to prepare perhaps an abbreviated report, something a little bit shorter, like a 1-page. Is that something that we could do to include with the tax bill, or the interim tax bill?
Well,
The chair,
yeah.
what we can do, we can, for the next council meeting, we can perhaps come up with some kind of schedule and plan, like a summary of what council would like to see, and perhaps discuss it even further, and then go from there. We still have time for until first week of March for the communication to go out to residents. So perhaps we can elaborate more on that at the next council meeting.
Okay, I like that. It's great.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, we bring it back again and get the questions that we need Okay, thank you. So we're going to move on and we'll go to correspondence. Yes,
Sorry, just with regards, not a notice of motion, more of a committee update,
yep,
if I may. And it's just with regards to our arena committee, the Bo Horvat Community Center. Just an update. I know that those of us who are on the committee are aware. The worst thing that could happen at an arena has happened. Our Zamboni is down. So there is likely a hydraulic line issue. Folks from the Olympia are coming tomorrow to West Elgin to address it. They feel very confident that they're going to be able to deal with the problem before end of day tomorrow so that skating and hockey can continue for the weekend. So fingers crossed. And thank you to staff for scrambling so quickly to get that hopefully sorted out by end of week.
yeah, thank you for that. So we'll move on to correspondence. Okay, 10.1, notice of decision. West Elgin official plan.
So all of section 10 is included in the correspondence. Was there anything that any members of council would like to pull out for discussion?
No, they will.
So collectively, the recommendation is that West Elgin Council hereby receive and file all correspondence not otherwise dealt with.
Okay, can I have a mover, please? Councillor Denning, seconded. Councillor Statham, all in favour? It's carried, thank you. Items requiring council consideration. Request for fee waiver, cornhole tournament.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Through the chair, I'll speak to this one. So this was a request that was received from Tim Horvat for the cornhole tournament supporting the Good Day Let's Play charity. So that charity does support many local arenas and provides funding for children that would like to play but can't necessarily afford the skates or the equipment or anything like that. So it's an assistance program for funding. So this program, they do a cornhole tournament, they do a golf tournament, they do all kinds of fundraising. So they are requesting the fee waiver. So I did obtain a quote from staff. The $561 plus applicable taxes is for the hall rental itself. That does not include the insurance portion of it. The insurance portion, typically that is something that they still pay for on their own, which certainly I do recommend. And they typically do get that through the municipality. So the $561 is just for the fee for the hall itself.
Okay. Anything from council? Any comments? Seems not.
Yeah. So the options for that are either to approve or deny the request. So I just need to.
It seems like a very good cause, actually. It's done for the right reason.
Sure. So the recommendation is that West Elgin Council hereby receive the request dated January 2nd, 2025 from Tim Horvat regarding fee waiver for Rodney Recreation Center, February 15th, 2025 for the second annual cornhole tournament supporting Good Day Let's Play at an approximate cost of $561 plus applicable taxes, and that council hereby approve the request.
Okay, a mover, please. Councillor Doherty, seconded. Deputy Mayor Tellier. All in favour? It's carried, thank you. 12, upcoming meetings.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll just go over the meetings for January. We've got looks like a busy month. So January 13th at 7 o'clock is the Economic Development Committee. That's being held at Natterjack Brewery. January 15th, 7 o'clock PM is the Recreation Committee, and that's held on Zoom. January 21st is our Tri-County Water Board meeting at 7 o'clock PM held here in the council chambers, also available by Zoom for those who need it. January 23rd, 2025, 4 o'clock PM is our regular council meeting, of course, held here in our council chambers. We will also hold a consideration meeting for the drain, for the Fleurin drain, which you've all received tonight on your desk, and that will be included in the agenda package, but that'll be in the agenda at 4 o'clock. So there's no special meeting for that. January 27th, 8:30 AM, we've got our Four Counties Transit Committee by Zoom. And January 27th is the Heritage Homes, and I apologize, I don't have the time 1 o'clock
1
PM?
o'clock.
Is that always the same, Deputy Mayor? Okay, so. Perfect. Was there any additions to the upcoming meetings for January? Anything I've missed?
The Rodney Fairs AGM is on January 24th.
You know what time that's at, Councillor Doherty?
I do not.
That's okay. Okay, thank you for that update.
Okay, anything else that we can bring up? Okay. So we go to 13, which is bylaws, 13.1, 2025-01, Ontario Transfer Payment Fire Protection Grant.
That bylaw 2025-01 being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an agreement between His Majesty the King in right of Ontario as represented by the Office of the Fire Marshal and the Corporation of the Municipality of West Elgin for the Ontario Transfer Payment for Fire Protection Grant be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Anything from council? Any comments? Okay, so I want to move it, please. Councillor Doherty. Seconder, Deputy Mayor Tellier. All in favour? It's carried. Thank you. 13.2, 2025-02, amending agreement, London Humane Society.
That bylaw 2025-02 being a bylaw to authorize the execution of an amending terms agreement between the Corporation of the Municipality of West Elgin and the Humane Society London Middlesex, London Humane Society for the purpose of pound keeping services to be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Any comments, Kent? Can I have a mover, please? Councillor Denning, seconded. Councillor Doherty. All in favour? It's carried, thank you. 13.3, 2025-03, appointment Chief Administration Officer.
That bylaw 2025-03 being a bylaw to appoint a chief administrative officer for the Corporation of the Municipality of West Elgin and repeal bylaws 2019-80 and 2022-44 be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Any comments? Mover, please. Councillor Doherty. Seconded. Deputy Mayor Tellier. All in favour? Carried, thank you. 13.4, 2025-04, 2025 fees and charges.
That bylaw 2025-04 being a bylaw to provide for various fees and charges for the municipality of West Elgin for 2025 and repeal bylaw 2024-06 be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Yes, Deputy Mayor Tellier.
Yeah, through the chair, we had talked about a half day, looking at that for the rec center and other halls that we had, and I didn't see that there. I was wondering about that, if it's just not an option or just was too much. And then we talked about some of the pool prices, so it was more the hall I was interested in wondering about.
I can speak to that one. So,
Please.
certainly, I know we discussed about bringing it back to the Recreation Committee, and we can do that if you'd like to do so. The half-day fees, I guess when it just, there wasn't enough to compensate for, yeah.
Through the chair, yeah, just as long as we have answers when we
Yeah,
go back, that's all
absolutely.
I care about.
Yeah.
Care about that people wanted a break too, but also that, you know, what that looks like exactly, when we have to account for that, why we didn't follow through with
Yeah.
that. So thank you.
Yeah.
So do we carry on and move this or not? Yes, Councillor Denning.
Thank you. Through the chair, just one quick edit. I think, is that supposed to say 2025?
Yes.
Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah, I see that. Recommendation then, please.
The recommendation is that bylaw 2025-04, being a bylaw to provide for various fees and charges for the municipality of the West Elgin for 2025 and repeal bylaw 2024-06, be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Mover, please. Councillor Denning, seconded. Councillor Statham, all in favour? That's carried, thank you. And with that, we move into a closed session.
That the Council of the Municipality of West Elgin hereby proceeds into closed session at 4:26 PM to discuss one matter pursuant to the Municipal Act, Section 239-2D, being labor relations or employee negotiations.
Mover, please. Councillor Doherty, seconded. Deputy Mayor Tellier, all in favour? It's carried, thank you. We'll take a 5-minute break. Report from closed session. At,
I can read then.
okay,
Reporting from closed at 5:02 PM. Council reviewed one item pursuant to Section 239-2D of the Municipal Act, being the final employment contract for interim Chief Administrative Officer Robin Greeno. No further amendments were made.
okay. So we go 16, confirming bylaw.
That bylaw 2024-05, being a bylaw to confirm the proceedings of the regular meeting of council held on January 9th, 2025, be read a first, second, third, and final time.
Mover, please. Deputy Mayor Tellier. Seconded. Councillor Statham. All in favour? It's carried. Thank you. So we go to 17, which is adjournment.
That the Council of the Municipality of West Elgin hereby adjourn at 5:03 PM to meet again at 4:00 PM on Thursday, January 23rd, 2025, or at the call of the chair.
Mover, please. Councillor Doherty. Seconded. Councillor Statham. All in favour? It's carried. Thank you.